right, YouTube, we're back at it with another video on today. This is the Keeping It Raw podcast. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Click on that bell so that you'll be notified and hit the word all so that you'll see every notification letting you know when there's an upload being uploaded to YouTube. And also, not only that, guys, hit the like button. It's free and it don't cost you a thing. I'd like to appreciate everybody that's been rocking with the channel, everybody that's been subscribing to the channel. I appreciate you guys because without you guys, none of this could be possible. So I want to thank everybody that's been subscribing to the channel and watching the videos and definitely giving words of encouragement or, you know what I'm saying, disagreeing or agreeing. It doesn't even matter, man. You know, sometimes we're going to agree and sometimes we're not going to agree on the topic. You know, that doesn't make a person dumb or they don't know football and things of this nature. You know, that's sometimes what people like to say to people. And that's, you know, that's not the right way to go at it with people. You don't know football just because we have a difference of opinion or we don't see things eye to eye. So just want to put that out there like that. All right, guys, but let's get it. Shedeur and Shiloh definitely are going to return. Definitely news broke on Shedeur yesterday on Instagram saying that he was going to return for his senior season with the Colorado Buffs. And that's going to be a great thing for Coach Prime. And also being able to have his son Shiloh return for his last year of eligibility is going to be a great thing, man. The Sanders kids have been phenomenal athletes ever since they were in their youth. And they played football together for a long time. Two brothers doing their thing, Shedeur. And a lot of people don't know that Shiloh used to be a quarterback way back in the days, you know what I'm saying? And then he eventually moved to safety. And he definitely, I mean, he's doing a great job playing safety, man. And Shedeur is doing a great job at being a quarterback as well. But it's going to be the last hoorah. It's never going to be the last time them talking to their dad because they're always going to be getting a mouthful from their dad. But at the same time, it's going to be these guys moving on. We know that Shedeur is going to be a high pick in the 2025 NFL draft. If he's not the number one taken overall, he will be a top 10 selection. There's no doubt in my mind that Shedeur Sanders will be, if not the number one pick overall, he will be a top 10 selection in next year's draft. Now, I definitely think that if Caleb Williams decides to go ahead and go to the NFL, now there's things that came out on Caleb Williams saying that Caleb could pretty much, you know, decide to go back to school. And I look at it like this, like, look, you know, when opportunity knocks, you got to be able to take it. Now, I know with these kids getting these NIL deals, it's keeping them in school a little bit longer. They don't have to rush into the NFL, especially if they're making money off name, image, and likeness. They don't have to do that. So right now with Shedeur making a decent amount of money, and I'm sure Caleb Williams is making a decent amount of money, these guys don't have to just jump right into the NFL. But if you're Caleb Williams, you're already slotted to be the number one guy. And then there's things, you know, there's a lot of talk out there and speculation on Caleb Williams not wanting to go to the team that has the number one pick overall. I look at it like this, man. There's so many kids that want an opportunity to play in the NFL, and they don't get that opportunity, man. It's a lot of guys that would love to be in the NFL, especially quarterback-wise. You know, I remember a couple of seasons ago, I thought that quarterback Khalil Tate from Arizona, who graced the cover of the Sports Illustrated magazine, would definitely get an opportunity to at least be a backup quarterback in the NFL, and he did not get an opportunity. If you guys don't remember quarterback Jamie Newman, big dude, about 6'4", 220-something pounds, maybe somewhere in there. And I thought that this kid would get an opportunity to play in the NFL. And these guys did not get a shot. So, you know what I'm saying? You know, the biggest thing of it is that you have to be grateful and you have to be thankful that you get the opportunity to make it to the NFL because not everybody gets this opportunity. So no matter what team it is, you know what I'm saying, you got to go ball out, man, for whatever team that decides to draft you because they're drafting you because they want you to be that guy to lead their franchise. That's the reason why they would draft you number one overall. They're looking for that quarterback that's going to take them to the next level. Every team wants a franchise quarterback. Rightfully so. It doesn't matter if it's the worst teams in the NFL. Everybody wants a shot to have a legit quarterback on their team. So hopefully, man, Caleb definitely will come out in 2024. I know guys like Drake May. It's a lot of quarterbacks coming out this year. Bo Nix, Michael Penix, all of these guys. They stayed in school for especially those guys. They stayed in school for a long time. Bo Nix and Michael Penix, and both of these guys have been balling. But yesterday was not the greatest game for Shedeur Sanders, and I'm pretty sure that Shedeur is eventually going to bounce back from this. You know, every game is not going to be a great game. Some games are going to be they're going to be tough games, man. You're not going to be able to just go out and throw 500 every single week. That's not going to happen. You're going to be facing great defenses, and you're going to be facing teams that definitely want to take you out. And if you're a quarterback like Shedeur Sanders, you know, and getting sacked the way he's been getting sacked, then you know that Coach Prime has already put it out there that, you know what I'm saying, he's a few dogs away from really, really competing. And that's where the game of football is won at, in the trenches. The game of football is won in the trenches with the big boys. Whether you believe that or not, that is the truth. You know, if you can't get pressure on the quarterback, I mean, you can't create any type of chaos. If you can't rattle the cage or smell the breath of the quarterback, then it's going to be a long day for you. It's definitely going to, because these quarterbacks will carve you up, whether they're a dual threat or if they're a pocket passer. If you can't get pressure on him and he's back there just doing whatever he wants to do, then he's going to light you up. And we saw that that's what happened with Colorado yesterday in the game against Oregon, is that they couldn't get any pressure. Nobody's getting any sacks. Nobody is creating havoc in that front seven, and it's causing them not to be able to make any plays defensively. So I can't wait, man, to see what's going to happen next season with Coach Prime and them. So offensively and defensively, I expect Coach Prime to attack the offensive line and to attack the defensive line, because that's where the problem lies. When you watch Colorado football, they're not able to create any havoc on defense and get any turnovers that much, or just make big plays. And they give up a lot of big plays, you know, whether it be receiving or running the football. Defensively, they're just not there, and they need guys on the team. They really missed Travis Hunter on yesterday, because Travis Hunter would have probably slowed down Troy Franklin. I ain't saying he would have stopped everything, but he probably would have slowed him down a little bit. So definitely you can see them missing Travis Hunter and needing him and seeing how valuable he is to the team. But ultimately, at the end of the day, the game of football is won in the trenches, and you want to see Coach Prime get some dogs up there, some guys that can get some sacks, some guys that can create havoc and create pressure and allow the linebackers to come in and clean it up and allow these corners and safeties to make plays. That's what you want to see. The offensive line has been struggling all year long. They've been getting Shedeur manhandled out there on the field. So he's going to need that protection, man. You can't do well if your offensive line is in your lap every time you're trying to throw the football. You can't do it, man. So Shedeur, definitely, man, I see that he's running a little bit more and he's doing the things and he's taking the precaution that he needs to take. But at the same time, the offensive line has to be better. Now next week you're gonna play a USC team that is pretty good too as well. Defensively, they're not really strong defensively, but offensively they are juggernauts. And definitely Coach Prime has to get these kids ready. If not, it's going to be another blowout win for a team like USC, and you don't want to see that happen again, man. You don't want to see any more blowouts the way it was yesterday, 35-0 at halftime, that type of stuff. No, man, you want to see this team competing at the highest level. You want to see, you know, even if they lose the game, they only lose it by a touchdown or two or something like that. You don't want to see no blowouts, man. That's not good for the football team. So definitely, I know all these kids have been working hard, but at the same time, you really need dogs on the team, and you really need them in the trenches. And that's where I think that this offseason, he's going to spend a lot of time making sure his son is protected as the quarterback and making sure that they can create havoc on the line, especially if they get Warren Sapp to come in and coach these boys up on that defensive line, man. It's going to be an awesome thing, because this is what Coach Sanders and the rest of these guys need. They need guys that can create havoc off that defensive line. I thought that Shane Cokes would be that guy that'll be able to do it, but so far he's not been able to do it really. So we'll see what happens, man. I want to see Alton McCaskill get more time on the field. Yesterday he did get spot duty towards the end of the game in the garbage minutes of the game. He got a chance to get off 5 carries, I think, for 17 yards. So hopefully we'll see more Alton McCaskill in the next game against USC. Definitely want to see him get more touches and things of that nature to see what he really truly brings to the offense. Especially the backfield, because the backfield has not rushed over 100 yards yet. So there's some areas where these guys need to improve. One of it is the run game. Another one is the offensive line and the defensive line. The offensive line has to get better in protecting their quarterback. And also the defense has to be able to create havoc and also get pressure. And if not only pressure, being able to sack the quarterback as well and rattle the cage of the quarterback. They have not really been able to smell the quarterback's breath, and that's what you want your guys up there doing, to be able to smell the stink breath of the quarterback. And hopefully, man, they'll be able to take care of business. But I see this this all season, Coach Prime out there recruiting heavy for the offensive line and for the defensive line, and also getting some good linebackers in here. That's what they need, man. Ultimately, at the end of the day, they need a good front seven, and they're gonna need some protection for Shedeur Sanders. All right, guys, make sure you subscribe to the Keeping It Raw podcast, and I'll be back to you soon with another video. I'm out of here until next time. Peace.